He clearly ate the fastest fruit, yet became the least free man. He should have been the most carefree, yet slowly lost everything. Killing his mentor, cutting his apprentice, now burying his best friend. Kizaru, what else do you even have left to lose? Kizaru wasn't born as a regular clock-in machine. Joining the Navy, he believed in gentle justice, helping Vegapunk chase beasts. It was also then that he took Sentomaru under his wing. The young Kizaru would use lasers just to make kids laugh. Sentomaru called him uncle, and he merely smiled. But his sunglasses grew darker and darker with each passing year. Hiding his ideals, hiding justice, hiding the ugly truths outside. Kuma willingly accepted cybernetic modification to save Bonnie. He walked out of the research lab in total silence. Sentomaru questioned him, but he gave absolutely no answer. Watching heartbreak, executing disgusting missions, unable to change anything alone. So you finally understand why he always acts like a performer. Being an actor in chaotic times is his helpless compromise. Later, the world handed him an even more blinding light. The glint fruit materialized, letting him move anywhere instantly. His speed is light speed, his power is the shape of light. Dubbed monster rookies with Akainu and Akiji, Zephyr's strongest class. Yet he avoids power and fame. His only dream is off-duty on time. He saw through everything far too early. Akainu's justice is exhausting. Akiji's wandering justice is too painful. So he chose the easiest path, unclear, lazy justice. How the world turns or what justice means doesn't matter to him. I just follow orders. Completing tasks is my sole justice. Promotions are nice, but avoiding overtime is way more important. At Sabaody, he entered the battlefield like a visiting manager. A max-level boss stomping the newbie village, targeting supernovas. Right when killing Zoro to hit his KPI, he paused his leg. He was waiting for Rayleigh and waiting for the world savior. Because just like everyone else, he once danced to Nika's beat. That moment had no Marines or slaves, just people awaiting Nika. Finally, the fashionably late Dark King Rayleigh arrived. A spectacular, flashy clash immediately broke out between them. Yet this fight wasn't life and death, but a mutual tacit understanding. Rayleigh stalled, Kizaru posed. Pure flash, zero killer intent. Because to him, anything causing overtime is the real terror. At Marineford, he pushed the art of slacking to its peak. Akainu shattered the earth. Akiji froze the entire ocean solid. He acted like a war reporter, teleporting wherever headlines were. Facing Whitebeard, he launched his dual light show like rain. Not lethal, just a performance to show the bosses he worked. When Luffy charged, he skipped headshots, just sniped the key. Mission checked, liability controlled, minimizing trouble completely. Ben Beckman aimed at his head, telling him not to move. Do you think he was actually terrified of Beckman? Wrong. He was just terrified of working overtime. When Shanks used his face fruit, the clock-out bell rang. Fighting further meant useless, out-of-scope energy waste. Leaving on time, packing up gracefully, that's his survival code. But humans aren't mindless machines after all. Orders targeted his mentor. Zephyr stood straight amidst the flames. He dropped his smirk, his eyes turning ice cold. His ultimate light provided a funeral, burying his own faith. Since then, sunglasses weren't fashion, but curtains hiding grief. Holding one last marine illusion, keeping one drop of inner justice. So between orders and justice, he simply aimed 1 centimeter higher. He always complained about being a mere corporate slave. And confessed at Egghead, he hated harming outsiders of his mission. Yet helpless situations kept happening over and over again. Executing his mentor for Akainu, killing Vegapunk for Saturn. Sentomaru blocked him. He saw the kid who once learned swordplay. A surrender offer hid sadness, followed by a brutal lightspeed kick. His duel with Nika Luffy felt like public soul execution. Asked why he'd kill Vegapunk, he became incoherent for once. His efficient obedience looked completely hollow for the first time. He trapped by his admiral title, bound by past choices, never returning. Some say he delivered that lightspeed food when Luffy fainted. In the SBS, Oda teased Kizaru and the lightspeed delivery. Perhaps that meal was his secret signal, praying someone would stop him. So in Egghead's finale, Akainu barked, asking if he threw the fight. He could no longer suppress the ocean in his chest. Sakazuki. Crying, he tore away everyone's mocking and his years of acting. Because he could fool the world, but never his own heart. Inside those lenses, too many friends' shadows were reflected. Zephyr, Vegapunk, Sentomaru, Kuma. The darker the lens, the more it covers up. What he wanted to hide wasn't sunlight, but his bleeding heart. You see, he's not the laziest admiral, but the heaviest hearted. Possessing maximum speed, yet raising his execution blade 1 centimeter higher. Controlling world-ending light, yet folding it into a clock-and tool. Absolute light in war, king of slacking, just a corporate slave trying to stay human. Therefore, standing alone before the fire, softly calling Sakazuki, wasn't weakness, but a painful plea to a comrade. Did you hurt too? Do you understand? Akainu's sorry wasn't for failure, but for true understanding. Understanding Kizaru and understanding himself. In a corner unseen by anyone, he sighs softly. It turns out, even light can feel pain.